After thinking about it again, there are a lot of things about this show. Just ass. And it's much worse than the review I gave where I said it was empty and vapid and boring. No, it is. But this time I want to talk about why, right? We have a few things here. The first one being the show has no identity. This is real. Now, after seeing 2 seasons of this, I can say as a viewer, I don't even know if that's the word because it feels like torture, but I can say that this show doesn't make sense to me, only in one way, and that's if you and I, or whoever's supposed to watch this crap, that's if we're supposed to be expected to simply watch Meghan in her little world. That's how it feels. Because from what I have here, right, I did like some stuff here. Instead of offering value to viewers through recipes, insights, or entertainment. See, like the recipes, all the stuff that she made, even the stuff I saw, I don't know how to make that now because I saw her do it. People haven't, you don't learn the way a cooking show does. So then it's not a cooking show. Okay. But same thing with lifestyle. Like with Martha Stewart, when Martha Stewart put something together, right? She shows you, oh, well, this, and you get this, and you get this part. Like it's real instructional. That's what it is. And this wasn't. It's never going to be because that's not what it is. And that's why it feels like her performing her life for the cameras. So it's technically not reality, but it's technically not acting exactly like it has no identity, right? And then the vanity project problem, again, same zone there, has no identity because it's about her. The show functions more like a curated window into Meghan's image. That's what it seems like. And it's so odd that she chose to go down this lane. Maybe it's because she wanted to do something different. That's the only thing I can think of. Because you could have done Ina Garden, you know. Ina has her rich friends over. Now, when I watch Ina's show, I love it. I've said it before. I feel like I'm in a different tax bracket. She makes you feel warm and loved and kind, right? When you're in her house, and it's such a nice house over there in the Hamptons. Meghan could have done that in Montecito, Ina Garden in Montecito, and then, yeah, we would have made fun of her, but she would have had to talk to the camera. Well, you have to do 2.5 cups. You have to do a quarter ounce, or this much, a half. She could have done that, and then she's talking to the camera the way that a cook does, but it's not about that. This was about Meghan, feeding her ego, and you can see it. And that's why when you watch it, you can see it that this is just so much about her. And there will be little points where they're like saying something. And then there was one time where she put her hands above her head and she was like, oh, and I do calligraphy. And I was just like, nobody wants to know that you do calligraphy, Megan. Why did you say that? And I think she tried to call herself a Jedi. I don't get it. So then this is the audience. This is the audience thing. Who is this for if it's not for just her stupid fans, in my opinion? Great shows know exactly who they're speaking to. Meghan's series seems designed for no one in particular, not foodies. Very true, because unless a foodie is someone that likes watching her cook that crap. Is that what a foodie is? I don't think so. I think a foodie is someone that they want to know the recipe and they want to, see it be made and stuff like that. That's what a foodie is. I know I used to watch Food Network back in the day when they actually showed cooking. Now it's all about those, like, what are they called? Countdown and, cupcake wars. Damn, dude. Okay. We don't want to see people fighting with food every single time. Not foodies, not lifestyle enthusiasts. But what's the lifestyle, Rich? Not reality TV fans. See, that would have made more sense. Do reality TV This really is like the Real Housewives of Montecito or the Real Housewives of Meghan Markle's multiple personalities. More like it, right? And then you think to yourself, what's this supposed to be? And then you realize it's supposed to be her life. She wants us to simply go along with what she's doing and oh, my friends came over. Yes, Megan. And you want to know the funniest part? Yes, Megan, all the chefs that Netflix sent over have a look on their face like they don't want to be there. Literally. Yes. Okay. Because that's what happened. You know that's exactly what happened. They literally told her, or the Netflix literally told them, "Oh yeah, well you're gonna go do a little show with Megan," and they're like, "What? Yeah, we need you to go and do a show with Megan." What are you talking about? Why am I gonna go do a show with Megan? I don't really know her. And they're like, "Okay, yeah, we have to because we're obligated by the contract." Like you could see it on their faces if you watch the show, which I know you probably don't want to. If you watch the show, you can see it on their faces. They didn't want to be there. They didn't really mesh well with the conversation, and it was actually kind of sad. But this is for her. Megan gets what Megan wants, right, Harry?